Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Let's continue improving your American English pronunciation. In this lesson we are going to work with the verb to live in the past tense. There's a nice picture of New Orleans, Louisiana in the United States. To live. To live. To live. I lived in Mexico for a year. I lived in Mexico for a year. I lived in Mexico for a year. You lived in the United States for 10 years. You lived in the United States for 10 years. You lived in the United States for 10 years. Did you live in the United States? Did you live in the United States? Did you live in the United States? He lived in India for 5 years. He lived in India for 5 years. He lived in India for 5 years. Did he live in India? Did he live in India? Did he live in India? She lived in New York for 2 years. She lived in New York for 2 years. She lived in New York for 2 years. Did she live in New York? Did she live in New York? Did she live in New York? We lived in Louisiana for 7 years. We lived in Louisiana for 7 years. We lived in Louisiana for 7 years. They lived in Japan for 15 years. They lived in Japan for 15 years. They lived in Japan for 15 years. Did they live in Japan? Did they live in Japan? Did they live in Japan? I lived. You lived. He lived. She lived. We lived. They lived. Where did you live? Where did you live? Where did you live? Where did he live? Where did he live? Where did he live? Where did she live? Where did she live? Where did she live? Where did they live? Where did they live? Where did they live? Did you live in a house? Did you live in a house? Did you live in a house? Did you live in an apartment? Did you live in an apartment? Did you live in an apartment? Did you live in a condominium? Did you live in a condominium? Did you live in a condominium? Did you live in a small town? Did you live in a small town? Did you live in a small town? Did you live in a big city? Did you live in a big city? Did you live in a big city? All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing. The more you practice, the better your pronunciation will be. See you next time.